Hello, I'm John Greenwood, editor of Corporate Advisor, and I'm down here at the Corporate Advisor Summit 2015 talking to James Markham, Managing Director of B2E Technologies. James, we've just come out of a debate about auto-enrolment. There were some strong views about the extent to which the 2016 bulge is going to make the whole industry fall over. Is that a view that you subscribe to?
It's not a view I subscribe to in the sense that I am hopeful we're going to make it, but I totally acknowledge the observation that one person in particular made, that is we have a risk that we will fail. And there are other forums right now, only a few weeks ago that I was at, where they were saying the same thing, that we are at a strong risk that we will fail. And that is the problem which I think we need to pay more attention to.
And what's the reason for that failure? Is it technological?
It is technology, or let's put it this way, it is the degree of automation that we have in the supply chain. So the industry is very clever about product design. It has not been very clever about product delivery. And there is underinvestment in automation at the moment, end-to-end in the supply chain. You can think about it a bit like the car manufacturing industry when in the 90s, if everyone remembers, there was a huge investment in the supply chain. The car manufacturing industry drove down the price of distribution and creation of those cars. We need to do the same in the pension industry.
And what will that actually mean for corporate intermediaries, for advisors and benefit consultants?
Well, advisors need to recognise that technology isn't something that they just buy off the shelf and pop into their business model. Advisors need to recognise that technology is in fact central to what they are in business about. So they need to think of themselves as platform operators, and when I say a platform, I mean a piece of technology that will carry the multiple products and services that they wish to deliver and already do deliver to their customers. And those products and services will be sourced from multiple providers, different kinds. And the platform owner, the advisors, will in fact then be managing the flow of those products and services from the providers straight into the hands of the consumers. And the advisors need to pay attention to using technology to then drive down the cost of onboarding their customers, their clients. And on that topic, we know that we're very bad at that. Somebody today mentioned that actually surely self-service is impossible for these kinds of products. And I understand their pessimism, but I think we need to turn to other industries. And if you look to the gaming industry and you look at how they're able to get 12-year-olds to essentially onboard onto a game very quickly with very little no formal training on doing so, those techniques are techniques we need to understand better so that we can apply it in this industry. And that's at the front end of these platforms. At the back end of these platforms, integration to product providers is very poor, very expensive. And again, the advisors need to get hold of the interoperability solutions that will start to drive the costs down. And if they do those things, then we'll get the costs down in this industry, and then we'll make AE and indeed general product distribution a success.
Sure. And in terms of firms already doing that, are any already down that journey?
There are one or two. Nobody's launched anything that would really constitute a multi-product, multi-service platform in this country. There are a couple in the US that would merit that description. But there are advisors certainly halfway through these investments, and the competitive pressure that the advisor industry is facing, of course, is that if they don't do it, the provider industry, and you can think here banks and insurance companies, are also doing this. So some of the banks are thinking about, how do I put together a multi-product, multi-service platform that distributes all of my financial products to my SME marketplace. Now that means that they are going to be giving banking and loans and AE products and other products into their already captive marketplace. That is also going on right now, and that will gain more traction unless the advisor market steps up to the plate.